This is how I pulled off directing a paid shoot with zero experience. I had 48 hours until the shoot with absolutely nothing prepared. I was up late nights putting all this together, and then I found out that I was gonna have to take care of my brother's dog for the night. This was right during the time that I had to get everything prepared and finish wrapping up a project late that night. So at 10:30 p.m., my wife and I went and picked up my brother's dog, came back here to the house, stayed up until 1:30 working on the project, and then taking my brother's dog out right before we went to bed. First thing in the morning at 7 a.m., Cheeto woke us up so we could take him out for a little walk. Right after taking him out for a walk, we got back just to find out that the supercar that we had lined up for the shoot had canceled on us. So now with less than 24 hours until the shoot, I had to look for a new supercar. I was posting on Instagram, texting friends directly, and I couldn't get anything lined up. I stopped by a cafe for a couple of hours to get some work done, and just as I was leaving, I saw outside that there was a 911 Turbo S and a Porsche GT3. Unfortunately, neither of the owners were outside, so I had no way of contacting them until I found a marker and a piece of paper in my car. And by the time I was writing my information on it, I looked up right then to find that the GT3 owner was just walking up to his car. And with absolutely no plan, I walked up to him, I asked if we could use his car for the shoot, and somehow miraculously, less than 24 hours later, he was pulling up to the shop so that we could use his car to shoot for a couple of hours. I've always had a really hard time trusting people with my creative vision, but in this situation, I was forced to because there were so many moving parts that I had no other choice but to bring somebody on and help me with the shoot. We got on set with 4 unrevised scripts to go over, which normally takes hours, but in this case, we only had 15 minutes to get it right. And if that wasn't bad enough, we were supposed to have 4 to 5 hours for the shoot, but the boys with the supercars were going over to a car meet, so we only had an hour and a half to get everything done. But as stressful as it was, after all of that, we ended up making some really cool connections, having a really great time, and being able to film all of our content. And if that wasn't enough, it was a huge leap for me to finally trust somebody else to pick up the camera and to let me sit back and direct the shoot. There are times for each of us where we'll have opportunities that will put us in stressful situations. It's up to us whether we choose to take those head on and grow from them. And as hard as it is, from my experience, it's always worth it. So if there's something that you feel like you need to do in the next 24 to 48 hours, but feel like it's not possible, I encourage you to just give it a try and to just see what happens. If nothing else, you'll probably at least have a good story to tell. Thank you guys so much for watching. Get out of your comfort zone, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.